Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Metroid Fusion. When I last left you guys, we were doing some tank hunting to get our 100% completion, and we're going to resume that today. And you'll see, now that I have the space jump, I can jump all the way over here. Those platforms are actually false floor, every single one of them, so we don't need to stand on them. But being able to space jump will let us get over here without any issue. Grab this here energy tank, and then we can roll along the top little part here and grab the missile tank too. Very easy. And we'll just fall through right here. So now, because we have the gravity suit, we can run through this lava, and in fact we can shine spark. I guess we don't have to shine spark in here, do we? No, there's something here. Hang on. Oh, it's screw attack. Okay. My apologies. I knew there was some kind of wall there. And then, yeah, okay, here we go. So this is fun. This is actually really cool. I like this a lot. So we're going to bust down this wall again. And I do need to shine spark into that next room, so I'm actually going to make sure the door is open first. Okay, it wasn't. Perfect. So I'm going to wind up here. Get a load of this. This is really cool. We're going to fly straight up for a long time. We're going to grab one tank straight in the air on the way and keep going up really, really far. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? You'll see we basically traversed the entire length of the entire height of this level just from one shine spark jump. I don't know. I really don't know why they included that. It's not an area that you get to explore except for the purpose of tank hunting. They could have easily done this with one little puzzle room, but they decided to make it a quick, easy way to get back to the top of the map, which is kind of nice, actually. I like that. It's very interesting, and it's the only part of the game where you get to do something like that. So, again, I'm not going to complain. I think it's really fun. So, we're just going to grab this one here. I think this is just a... Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's a power bomb room? Let's find out. Screw attack through the ceiling here, and then... Yep, there we go. Okay. That's pretty simple. And there actually isn't anything back down further along that path. It's just literally this skinny little path right here. It's the whole purpose of it. And then we're going to come right back out up here to an area that we've been around before, but never really got into all that much. Screw attack for this one, too. And if you recall, we used the shine spark to get up here last time to get into that room there to grab a tank. And if we go over here, this side, there's another one of those connecting tubes right here. I believe that one goes to Sector 1. Let me just double check to make sure. And we don't need to use it, but yep, Sector 1. So if you want to be able to use my maps as reference for all these tubes and things that's entirely up to you guys. I believe there's only one tank remaining in here. Let me consult my notes here. We grabbed the missile tank, we grabbed the energy tank, and we grabbed at least 4, 5. Yeah, so there's one more power bomb tank, and I know exactly where it is, so that's good. It's right on the way back toward the exit, actually. Although we will not be taking the exit. Again, that's entirely true. And actually, I just missed it. I do need to shine spark through there. I need to go through here, actually, is what I need to do. So we're going to Actually, I believe I did do that. I shine sparked through there into that room the first time we went through here. But there was something I didn't have in order to get into that room. So now we'll be able to get in there, whatever it is. So let me wind this up. We'll fly through the wall here. I'm going to bet you it's a power bomb that I needed before. Yep, most certainly. And that will be our last power bomb tank of this sector. Perfect. So that's Sector 3 done. And now we can roll back out towards where we came from in Sector 5, because we need to go to Sector 6. And there's an easy way to get to Sector 6 straight through Sector 5, so... We're just going to go back the way we came, pretty much. Going the wrong way, though. Helps if you go the correct direction. I always find. This might be the wrong way, actually. It is the wrong way. My pathfinding abilities are not up to snuff, as it seems tonight. Which is ironic, because I play Pathfinder. Alright, let's see. Sadly, I don't get to blitz through here with the Shine Spark the way I did the first time, or the other direction, but that's okay. So, we're almost done, everybody. There's only a handful of tanks left to grab. In fact, I think Sector 6 might only have like 5 or so, and they're mostly power bombs, because those are the ones they tend to leave till the end, because you don't get the power bombs till later in the game compared to missiles and energy, obviously. Oops, can't go that way. And that nightmare really tore through this whole place, didn't he? I'm sure I mentioned something about that first time I came through here after he did this, but it never ceases to amaze me. Okay, perfect. Yep, we'll just jump right down through here. In fact, isn't there a direct way to Sector 6? Oh, there is. I'm going the wrong way for it, too. Sector 5 actually has 3 different pipes in it. So we're going to go back the way that I should have gone in the first place. These little bug things, or crabs, or whatever the heck they are, really need to quit hitting me. And actually, that red parasite just filled me up, so I can kind of gauge my progress here. So, as I believe I mentioned once upon a time, the maximum missiles is 250, so we need 1 more missile tank. I did some more math, and by math I mean just figuring out how many I have. I believe there are 74 power bombs. So I don't know if I'm full or not on those. I should be, right? Yeah. I think, actually, there might only be 72. I'm not sure. But I know there are 3 in Sector 6, and there's at least 1 in the main deck that we didn't get, and that will be our last one. You know what? It is 74. Now that I'm thinking about it. That's okay. We'll go into Sector 6, and we'll grab whatever we can. It's very dark in here still. So Sector 6 is my least favorite area to go tank hunting. And there is a number of reasons for that. Mostly because almost all the tanks, apart from the ones that I've already gotten in here, are a colossal pain. An absolutely colossal pain to get. Oh, that's convenient. I don't think I ever knew about that. I'm actually just jumping over here to show you guys where the other tube is. In fact, you can already see half of it, but it's down here. We just couldn't get through it before, and that goes to... Oh, I don't remember. Where does this one go? Sector 4, okay. So that's where we would have gone through. I'm just revealing the whole map, just in case you guys want to refer to it later. You can easily find it online somewhere if you wanted to, but... what you're getting with me is a neat little guide to how to get all the tanks. You could also probably just find that in one single video online instead of looking at a whole series, but you know what? You watch me because I'm more entertaining than that. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Alright, so right here is our golden spot. There's 3 tanks we're going to be able to get right from this central spot, and we're going to start with this direction. So you'll recall this particular room, I believe I mentioned before, with all these parasites in it. There's this little stump on the ground, and we need the screw attack to clear it out. That's very important because now there's just enough room on the floor for us to charge the speed booster up. And we actually need to use it in both directions. So we're going to go right first, plow through this wall, and get into this room here. So this is... Oh man, I don't like this room. So what you'll see here is a couple little platforms free floating in the air here. And at the very end, there's our energy tank. That's our last energy tank we need. And in order to get through that little wall there, we have to Shine Spark. So that means we need to find a way to connect these platforms together to form a long enough path that we can run across and charge the Shine Spark. And in order to do that, you need to very strategically and carefully use bombs. Yes, I know. So there's those, you know, those little pillars we were using that we bombed the floor and they came out of the ground and used this to ascend? Well, same principle. However, there's a bunch. And you don't want the ones that come out of the floor and block you because then you don't have your path to run on anymore. So we have to bomb in just the right place and get these tiny little ones to come out of the sides and connect the platforms together. And if I'm not mistaken, and this first one you bomb right in the center. Yep, see the little one just kind of juts out? If I had bombed like right here to get it to come out, it would have shot one right up in the middle right here. So that doesn't work. I don't know why hitting it here triggers it to come out on the end like this. I suspect it's because that pillar is actually goes back this far and just juts out. something to that effect, but that's just how I know to do it. Same thing with this one. You want to bomb right in the center, I believe. Yep, and that juts out one on either side, which is good. This one's tricky. So this is the third one. You don't want to bomb right in the center because that'll stick a big one right in the front. You want to get as far onto the edge of the platform without falling off as you can, and bomb right near the edge like that. And that'll jut out the one on the opposite side. And as soon as you do one, it's a lot easier to do the other, because then you have something to stand on. So there, that connects those two up. And then finally, this one, I believe, is also directly in the center. Yep, there we go, perfect. So that wasn't as hard as I thought it was. Trying to figure that all out without a guide, by the way, it took me a lot of trial and error. So if that saved you guys a bunch of time, you're welcome. I wish I had that when I'd done it the first time. But me being stubborn, didn't feel like looking up a guide. I wanted to figure it out myself. So at any rate, there's our final energy tank. Now we can actually just conveniently, well, we know we can't because that wall's going to be there, the hatch won't be open, so sadly we can, oh, we do have to use the shine spark to get out of the room. Oh man, I feel silly now. Let's just do that one more time then. It's not that big a deal. I make it look easy now. Alright. So, sorry about that, a little bit of a delay there, but that's alright. If that hatch hadn't been open, we could have just flown through the other side, but that's no big deal. So we'll break that little stumpy thing off again. Get rid of that guy, I don't want him in my way. We'll open that hatch up. So now we're going to shine spark the other direction, out the other side of this room. And we're going to go straight through this wall, and through that fake wall, and through a bunch of other little walls. So much fun. Problem is, they regenerate so quickly. You might have saw the power bomb tank. It's right there. You might be wondering, well, how in the heck are you supposed to get that? Well, unfortunately, we have to go through the bottom. So this room's actually gigantic, and I'm going to fall down and show you. Yeah, this room is very, very big. And there's the other power bomb tank right there. So this is a little tricky. We're going to run all the way to the end here. Whoops, I screwed up. So let's try that again. Oh, that's right. So you got to be careful when you charge that up on that slope because you'll fall immediately. You need to jump right away. So the best way that I found to gauge this, if you jump up here, you'll figure out you need to jump through one of these two solid vertical ones and then fall to the side to get up there. So you want to just kind of get up to where you think you need to, about where you need to be, and just fall straight down. So I want to be right here to do that. And the way that I'm going to mark that is by bombing and revealing the block. So I want to stand right here and then shine spark directly up. And the way that I do that is I got to charge it up on the bottom rung down here, unfortunately. Run over there as quick as I can. And, oh, I run out of time. You know what? I could just do it from the bottom, couldn't I? That's right. That's the smart way to do it. So what we'll do, charge up, stand right here, and fly up. And then just fall to the side and grab it. Now this last one is tricky, so the way to get into that little column there is you have to go in through the top. Now you might be thinking, just bomb in, right? Well, no, you need to speed boost. And now you're wondering, well, how the heck? I don't have any room to charge it up. That's because there's a neat little trick with the speed booster that they don't bother to tell you. And that is, if you shine spark into a slope like we're about to do up there, and then you jump, you will actually charge the speed booster while you are jumping. I know, it sounds insane, and I don't know how they would have ever expected you to figure that out, because, like I said, they don't tell you. But I retain my charge and just fall through the floor right there. That's how you're supposed to do that. And you have to jump right away. As soon as you run over here and hit that slope with the shine spark, you need to jump immediately or else you'll fall through that floor. So, again, I guess that wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. That being said, that is already 3 of the more difficult ones, and I believe there's only 2 left. That being said, one of them is going to be a little tricky, but that's okay. So, I believe next episode will be our last episode of tank hunting. So, we did it in 3 episodes, everybody. That's pretty great. I'm happy with that. It means I did a lot of it while I was playing through the game, which is what you want to do to cut down on the downtime. So, that being said, we are going to get to the very last couple of tanks the next episode, and then we will move on to the final part of the game. So, we're getting there. We're in the home stretch, everybody. That being said, we're going to do the rest of that next time. I'm going to call it right here for the time being, but thank you all very much for joining me this far. We are almost there, everybody, so hopefully you'll stick around for the last few episodes. That being said, until that time, thank you all very much for watching again. I have been Seraphin. I will see you next time. Stay classy, internets.